Hey, welcome back to the weekly dance tutorials. I'm Can, and today I'm just going to be going solo and I'm going to be teaching you how to do some animation. So what animation is it's spacing, timing, and rhythm. So what spacing is there's the space around you and the space that's on your body, right? So you focus on the spacing between certain movements. For example, if you have a wave, right? So the spacing of the wave is focused on going from here to here, right? But you can also do the same wave, but smaller or bigger, right? And then you're going to focus on the timing of it. So with timing, you have this normal speed, it's pretty fast. And then you could go super speed, like fast forwarding, right? Or you can do slow-mo, which is very popular when people are animating. You see a lot of people doing slow-mo. That's like one of the main characteristics of animation, is changing up the speed or the timing, right? So you got speed, timing, and then you also have the rhythm. So this kind of goes with the music, but it also goes with certain patterns that you can make with your body. So for example, the rhythm would be boom, 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 right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you change the rhythm up, it could be boom, boom. So 1 and 2 and. So you take that same move and you change up the rhythm and the pattern for it. But it doesn't have to necessarily change the whole move completely. You just focus on the timing and the rhythm. So timing is the movement itself, right? But the way that patterns work is it could be timing or the spacing. So the spacing, let's say if it's small, right? And the timing is slow. Okay, so if we were to change up the rhythm for it, it could be boom, 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 boom. So small, big, or you can go small and then big, but slow-mo. See that? So the way it works is you tweak certain aspects of your move. So whatever that move is, it could be with tutting. So instead of doing it just 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, you can go like boom, boom, fast, slow, and then boom, 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 right? So that's just called speed change, but speed change is also a part of animation. So you do a wave, right? Slow-mo, and then once you hit here, something else happens. So boom, 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 boom. And then you warp back into a different spot. So that was slow, right? And then I changed it to something fast. I changed up the idea, changed up the rhythm, whatever, right? Tossed it back onto the other end, and it continued that same idea, which was slow. So slow, fast, slow. Right? So that's kind of what animation is. There's no real definition on the dance style itself, but if you look up a lot of animation videos, you'll see a lot of people doing a lot of popping and a lot of waving, right? And robotics even, because robot is also a part of animation, because what robot is you're focused on a lot of timing of your movements, right? And texture. So what makes it a robot is the heaviness of your movement, right? But if you pay attention to the timing of it, right? Robots tend to like glitch out. So like you could be like, and then fast, slow, fast, slow. But then a lot of times it's not just robot. Animation is like roboting, liquid, waving, right? And the way you move is very controlled. I guess what makes animation look good is your level of control. Let's go back to focusing on just the spacing and control, right? How do you control your space? Depending on what the idea is, you can control your space using parts of your body. For example, you control your space with your hand. So let's say I have a hand out here and I have a hand over here, and I'm gonna move this around, right? I'm controlling the space that's around my arm. So you're basically controlling your arm, right? But there's also this invisible negative space that you can play with, and that's also a part of animation where you control certain invisible objects and make them come to life. You're animating it. You're making it seem real and alive when really it's all an illusion that you're manipulating so that people could see it, right? So there's a space here and then you control it, right? And you use a lot of like dime stops, which is basically just stopping, starting, stopping, and starting. And the way you stop can dictate how you control your arm, and it could dictate how well you have control over certain parts. Let's focus on the control part. So from here, I want you to grab your arm and then rotate it, stop, and then I want you to rotate it the other way, stop. Okay, one more time. So from here, rotate it forward, stop, rotate it the other way, stop. Now rotate it back, rotate it back. Okay, so that was manipulating a body part, right? And if you notice, there was a pattern. So I did slow, and then I switched the angle, and then I went back, and then switched it back. So the pattern was boom, turn, go back, up. You got the spacing down. That's the pattern for it. And now let's focus on the timing of it. It's slow, 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 slow. But now what happens if you add a pattern to the timing, which is going to be slow, fast, fast, slow. You see that? So right there, you can tweak certain parts within your pattern to create something more unique. So you could even go fast and slow, and then just fast, fast, or whatever, vice versa, right? You can go fast, fast, slow, slow, fast. And then also, if you notice, this can also change the hand that's controlling your space, right? It doesn't always have to be just a plain hand. You could change it to like different shapes, right? You could be like, there's a fist and there's invisible objects that you can pull. Like it looks like I'm pulling a string, right? Catch, boom. So there's different objects that you can manipulate. And I think honestly with animation, you could be super creative with it as long as you focus on those three things, which is spacing, timing, and the pattern. I'm going to show you a quick sequence to help you practice animation. First move, bring both your hands up like that, and then stop. So up, stop, bend. Okay, so up, bend your elbows, and then bring this close to your chest, open your chest, and then push. One more time. So up, bend, 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 chest, push. Okay, right there, I want you to do that 3 different ways. Okay, so up, boom, 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 out, push. That's one way. Another way you could do that is boom, 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 boom. See that? So that is kind of like a heartbeat where it's like fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. Okay, and you could push different directions as long as you're doing the pattern. And the third way to do this sequence is, let's focus on the spacing. So you were going here, 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 right? And all of those things are pretty big, But imagine if you did it a little smaller. You went. So you could do a smaller version of that, or you can mix and match it. So you can go up, small, small, big, small, big. So you see how I did something small or big, small movement, big movement, small, big. So one more time, let's review all of that, right? You have your spacing and your object areas and the places that you can focus on, right? Just the location of your animation. And then you have the timing of everything, which is slow, fast, fast, slow. And then you have the patterns, which are basically different variations of spacing and timing. So there you go. Hopefully you learned something from this, and if you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at can.poreotics. And then if you have any other tutorials you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments. And also thank you for supporting. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.